you know what I mean, already to start the festivities, you know what I mean, because I watched the whole Vengeance pay-per-view as just because.
And so I'm gonna hold my shit like Cody.
Oh, see, I don't see. I didn't bring the title tonight.
Cody be holding his shit like this. Let me hold my shit like Cody. I'm gonna hold my shit like Cody.
Damn, you should have. You the champ, bro. Damn.
I'm actually not the predictions champion of the RSC, so I'm just because I'm doing a guest cameo right now. I was like, let me just go ahead and stunt with the IWGP belt one time. Even though I don't give a fuck about anything going on in New Japan, I think their whole division is fucking terrible right now, and I think they are just in shambles. But this ain't a fucking Forbidden Door review, so
hey, listen,
I'm gonna chill out.
Listen, this Sunday I have a foolproof plan to bring New Japan back to prominence because they're not doing.
Yeah, me and Ayo went back and forth about this just in the chats, just about it. Like, yo, dog, I really hate Naito, man. Like, I hated that match with Moxley. Like, I hated that shit so much. Like, I hate Naito. I can't believe that motherfucking David Finlay was not featured, even though he's the Bullet Club leader. Like, yo, come on. So he the Bullet Club leader. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Dave Kidd is like MJF early on, but it's just like he still got to develop. So it's like New Japan is just in such a crazy space right now. Ayo, you know, he's the New Japan analyst. So like he went on a whole tangent about Naya Fuji and Najikaja and Gishi Gishi and all these other niggas that I have no idea who the fuck they are. But I was like, yo, I just think Naito is the worst representative of the main event division of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, just one of the worst. It's age. I'm gonna just chalk it up to age.
That's what I'm saying. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for him. But like I said, I have a foolproof plan.
I'm gonna tap in.
Yo, does it have anything to do with hero move?
No.
Does it have anything?
No.
Damn.
No.
Not before.
No.
Dang. I was hoping. That's my guy, man.
But the question to start the pod on this show on Vengeance 2002, the original selling point was whether or not Triple H was going to sign or join the NWO. That was the original premise before he moved to is he signing with Raw or SmackDown?
Yep.
Does Triple H sign with the NWO if the NWO stays together? Does he sign with the NWO? And do we still get Triple H versus Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam that year?
I think so.
That is remarkable news to me, my G.
Yeah.
So,
I'm about to say, personally, I think they still would do it because I can see him just basically do it like they be the NWO. He thinking everything's sweet, and then he just turns on him like Triple H does.
But that's the thing, right? Think about it. If they still go the NWO route, like the whole reason why it's split is because Kevin Nash got hurt. So in this scenario, Kevin Nash never tore his quad. That's what I'm saying. Was the original plan supposed to be Triple H and Kevin Nash at SummerSlam, and they just had to pivot to Shawn? Or do you just automatically just go ahead and do the Triple H Shawn match?
That's a toughie. That's a toughie. I'm glad they stuck Triple H and Shawn. Above all else, Triple H and Shawn is where we needed to be at.
Okay.
Like Triple H and Shawn Michaels SummerSlam 2002, I was there. So like I remember that whole shit and the sledgehammer to the back, all that shit. Like that was one of the ones where like we needed to have that feud, yo. Like I think that was essential in moving forward. NWO didn't need to be there at the time. It just is what it is.
So if we did that, could we still have Shawn and Triple H just slow play it until Mania or at the Rumble? Do it that way? Like you could have Kevin, like he turns on Kevin Nash, but he's still cool with Shawn. And then eventually he just turns on Shawn, and then we get that feud.
Oh man, so you pretty much saying like they do a NWO Wolfpack?
Yes. Yes.
Fuck the NWO WWE. Like I don't want anything to do with that fucking version of the NWO, yo. Like that was a terrible version. Matter of fact, they didn't make it past WrestleMania 18, if I'm not mistaken, yo. Like, do we remember anything that happened after Hogan and Rock?
The wheels fell off because Toronto loves Hulk Hogan.
Nothing.
The wheels.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Not a thing. We didn't need anything else from that whole faction. So, like, even watching like the death of WCW or whatever the case, whatever the title is, like, it's like that run was like that shit was like 3 months, yo. Like, that was crazy. That was a 3-month NWO run, and I'm kind of glad it did, which is why I wanted to get into what we got into for tonight's topic. You know what I'm saying?
My guy, Marks with Mike. So,
Marks with Mike. What up, though?
But before we hit the intro, the last thing I'm gonna say is if we don't get the positive is we got Booker T in the NWO because he was tremendous.
Oh, that was jokes. That was all great.
That was all just pure vibes.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Sucker.
And that's the intro.
Why does it matter to me? It's in my veins, baby. It's in my blood. You understand? Since kindergarten, since I was about this high, I've been watching wrestling.
Watch this. This ain't the pod for the gossip kid. BGW watch list. Black guys, civilized them 85s. Acknowledge the nerd that knows with the vibes. If you catch my live, Scotland goes live. Nolo goes bell to bell. 5 leaf for the leave it off the list of them holy grails. Speak raps with Chaz and DMac. 3 count on DMac. Telling pause to relax. Watch this. The watch list. Black guy. Watch this, the watch list. Black guy.
I was trying to get myself together.
Baker, man. That theme music.
Yeah, that shit was top notch,
that's
bro.
The RSC, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. Ayo Baker done laced y'all with some heat, man. That theme song is on repeat all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Mandatory.
I had to get myself together because my girl sent me a message and I started blushing. I was like, I gotta lock it. I gotta lock it.
It's like Cody hold my belt.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Watch List here on the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. You know, the podcast where we nerd out, talk about these graps real quick. Of course, it is I, the PoeticScotland. Oh shit! See, look, she got me.
Oh, look at you! Look at you!
She got me all over the place.
Using the other name.
Yes.
I mean, use your Twitter name.
Yeah, it is. But yes, it is Scotland Underwood.
Coming in next is your boy
Meek. What up?
Solo. Meeks, what's up? And Solo Nolo Green.
Yes. DMac will be joining us a little later. Chaz, DMac tapping in, man. I can't wait. And then
DMac
Chaz,
a funny nigga, son. When I be watching y'all pod, man, DMac really, like I said, like when we did a collaboration, I was like, yo, it's crazy how like we are all like cosplaying each other. It's like when it's like when Rory and Maul be like doing like collaboration with No Jumper. It's like this is like how we dead ass be feeling. Like, yo, I be feeling like DMac a lot of the time. He'd be like, man, fuck that shit, man. This is how I'm feeling. Like, I'm like, nigga, I feel you, my nigga. This is how I feel.
Hey, man, I don't know if you remember when we went on your pod the first time, and I was like, damn, I wish DMac was here because I was like, you and DMac would get along.
That's a fact.
My man Marks with Mike's already calling me out, man. It's sick.
Marks, what up?
But you know, of course, on this podcast, we do not do guests, we do co-hosts. And today's co-host, a dear brother to the podcast, dear brother to me, dear brother to Nolo. You know, tapping in from the legendary Ringside Club, the one and only Chad Law. My guy, welcome.
I'm here, man. Got the belt with me, you know what I'm saying? 101, not a 1 or 2. I don't see nobody with my belt outside, you know what I'm saying? It's the only belt. It's really burgundy. That's why I got the belt. Will Ospreay and it's burgundy is why I got this belt. So I was like, that's honestly why I was like, yo, I don't see nobody else outside with this belt, so I'm always rock this belt. I'm not the current RSC predictions champion. Unfortunately, AO holds that title. I'm gonna try to win that back this weekend with Money in the Bank and Heat Wave, but That's where we at with it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the black guy stuff. My black guys, you know what I'm saying? Dark skinned brothers unite. Scott, it's all right though. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. It's all good.
Me and Ralph know what it is.
Hey.
Scott, you still here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck going on? What the fuck going
What's up,
on?
man?
The fuck going
My
on?
God.
Chad Law.
My nigga DMac in this motherfucker, man. Okay, now we about to talk some shit. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Feeling spunky.
Oh, there you go.
Yo, what
Hey.
the fuck going on, man?
It is poetic that the
Huh?
two people that are not champions on their respective podcast are holding.
They
All right,
both
Scott, you got it. You got it. You definitely got it. You know what I'm saying? We're representing right now, but it's all right, though. You know what I'm saying? We're just coming off Forbidden Door, so it's only right I hold a belt that has nothing to do with Forbidden Door. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this ain't got shit to do with shit right now. Sure. Right?
Hey, man. DMac was the champ.
He was.
Y'all
He
make sure y'all
was.
get this book too, man.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Shout out to that boy Scotland, man.
You love
Shout out to
it.
Scotland, my boy, the writer, man.
Because there's a lot of hate in the, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hate out here, but love is necessary.
Love.
Hey. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that was top notch. That was top notch. But yeah, DMac, welcome, my man. How have you been, my brother? Long time no
man.
see.
Shit, bro. I'm straight, bro. I'm
Yeah,
straight,
man, it's good
man.
to
Just
see you.
maintaining, bro. Living the dream. I was out in Vegas last week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, for your
Really trying to
birthday.
stack size, you know what I'm saying? 34 in this bitch. You know,
Yo, happy belated, my G.
Welcome to the
appreciate it,
space.
man. On that white Henny and Coke right now, so you know.
Oh, treacherous right now,
Treacherous.
man. Watch
Yeah, bro, we
this.
about to bring that fourth in.
Look,
Love you.
I ain't got my cup, but I got this prosecco right here. So
Yo, I'm off the water right now. You know what I'm saying?
I got
I'm off
water.
the good water, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got the cup though. You got an RSC cup. That's what matters
RSC.
most. You know what I'm saying? Much love,
Hey.
my brother. Much love.
Always, man.
Much
Always.
love, bro. Much love. I hope y'all enjoying the cups. Scott, I hope you pouring
Yes.
up with the cups too. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody enjoying the RSC cups. We was passing them out crazy during the whole WrestleMania weekend. The iPad camera is about to be zooming like a motherfucker, so pardon self. You know what I'm saying? About to see mad zooms, mad shoe boxes and shit. We here though. You know what I'm saying?
is that in a dope aesthetic though? Is that in a dope aesthetic?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Shout out to the iPad. You know what I'm saying?
But gentlemen, y'all know why we here. We're here to talk about these graps, and the graps that Chad Law has picked tonight is the legendary triple threat match: The Undertaker, The Rock, Kurt Angle, Vengeance, 2002, the undisputed WWE Championship.
You know what? It's crazy, Scott. When y'all like started promoting it, I kind of felt like this is such like a generic match now. Like I was like, oh god damn it! Like I would pick The Rock, Undertaker, Kurt Angle, but I wanted to make sure the audience was like, nah, this was a prime match. But as we were talking through the DMs, I was like, yo, world's greatest tag team, Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman was like that was an underrated match.
Underrated
right?
gem. Yup.
Underrated tag team title match for the following year. And then we also had Daniel Bryan, CM Punk. But I was like, you know what? I didn't want to just be so modern era. I wanted to make sure that we had some good throwbacks from the good era. You know what I'm saying? And we was already talking about 02, so it was only right that we just made it happen just like that. We just talked about NWO, and then shortly after we went right to that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I'm saying, like, in a sense, it's perfect because a couple weeks ago we had Graham on Public Enemy. Shout out to them. But we were talking about the SummerSlam, Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio. This triple threat, banger. And this triple threat in particular has been lauded as one of, if not, argue who you talk to, the greatest triple threat match ever done in WWE history. And there's a lot of layers to peel back because, like I said, we in such a different time of 2002 in general, right? You have the Undertaker, the undisputed champion. You have Kurt Angle, you know, who we talked about in great lengths. At
not to cut you off, but that was a nasty era of world title reigns, by the way. Like, in me doing my research before I came on this episode, I was like, yo, that was a heinous era of world title reigns. Like, that whole 02 was like, 1 month you're a champion. 1 month you're a champion. 1 month you're a champion. I was like, is this WCW? Like, which is crazy because we're talking about NWO and the revival and shit. I'm like, yo, it's wild that, like, everybody had a month-long title reign in all of 02 until Brock Lesnar came along.
Said it's my time.
Yeah, honestly, Triple H had a reign. Hulk Hogan, Nigga, Hulk Hogan had a title reign, man. For 30 something, you know what I mean? A little
30 days.
cup of coffee.
Mhm.
He had a title reign. The Rock had a title reign, but we're gonna get into that though. We're gonna get into that.
Shit, like Hulk Hogan was in a tag team with Edge on this.
Hulk Hogan was in a tag team.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan tapped out to Kurt Angle. Hulk Hogan
Yes.
tapped out to Kurt Angle, which if you watch the WCW doc, you almost damn near wouldn't even believe that Hulk Hogan would tap out to anybody, let alone tap out to Kurt Angle, which looking back now, I'm like, yo, that was kind of fucking wild. They're like, he really tapped to Kurt Angle at King of the Ring. Like, that was crazy, nigga.
Kurt was on 30 perks, so like it was either you do it.
Nah, Kurt wasn't on perks yet.
Kurt was on perks at this time.
He was Perk Angle in 02?
He was. It was like it was
Kind of
bubbling.
perk.
It wasn't like yeah.
Like,
Perk 10, you want Perk 30. It was Perk 10.
like, because I'm like, nigga, you gotta, y'all must have missed like 2008 Kurt, 2007 Kurt, because that was Perk Angle.
No,
right?
that was
Perk
different.
Angle. So, you know what I mean?
Key things, obviously, we break down the history before we get to the actual match. And we break down the participants. And the person I want to start with as the participant is who I think is the most polarizing person in this entire match. And it's The Rock, right? Because we in such a different period with The Rock. As I was watching this show, I was like, I hate everything about this Rock. This Rock looks ridiculous with that stupid ass hair. He looks.
Yeah, he had a dark season. What you want him to do, man?
He was looking stupid, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we got to remember, this is pre-Hollywood Rock, so we don't got the tattoo on the shoulder. This is
kind of like a little bit in the middle of Hollywood Rock, like just the top, because he did the Scorpion King and he came back, and you know what I mean, had to let niggas know, like, yo, I'm still here, I'm on deck.
But that's the thing, right? With The Rock, and the thing I clocked it was when he came out to the ring, like, the crowd didn't, like, we all know, like, the Rock pop, like how the Rock comes out, the crowd goes like absolutely insane. But he walked out to the ring, it was just felt like a very generic, like, they were happy to see him, but like Kurt Angle got a bigger pop than he did.
Because Kurt was on a mission at that time. He was on a run. I think that is when, like, Kurt Angle's popularity really had started at apex because of the head shave, the Edge feud. That's when everyone was like, nah, I'm fucking with Kurt Angle. I'm on my Kurt Angle shit. We couldn't stand Kurt Angle in 2000 and 2001. But 2002, the Edge signs, the You Suck, that's when he was like, I fuck with Kurt Angle, man. That's my guy, yo.
Right, the wrestling machine, bro. Like, that's when he got turned up, man. I think the Perk Angle is equivalent to Lean Wayne. When Wayne got on that lean, and I knew I was about to say some bullshit.
Clip this up, tag Kurt, and let him know this is our appreciation for you, my boy.
Man.
It is important to talk about, like, the essential thing that took place during that summer. We briefly touched on it prior with the SummerSlam episode, but it was just a month prior to this. Stone Cold has walked out on WWE, and obviously we don't know the creative plans of what Hogan, and like I said, that's not really this type of podcast, but it felt like very much a shift because now we are seeing Austin walk out. We're walking into this new era, this ruthless aggression era. And I remember exactly what I was doing. You know what I mean? The week after Austin walked out, the entire show, they're kind of alluding that Austin was going to come back out. Vince is in the ring, you know what I mean? Like, screaming. The Rock comes out. And it's very much like it's the take your ball, take your ball and go home promo that he did. Just starting out, I'll start with Nolo. Do you remember when Austin walked out and how you felt about him walking out and essentially The Rock doing the hatchet job to kind of, you out of here.
Push this nigga out the way. He said, get out my way, Lily. I feel you. So when I was watching it, I thought they was just fucking with us. I didn't know that he, like, actually walked out. I thought this was all like a big ass ploy. I was like, nah, this man about to come back out. Like, they just messing with us, bro. And then I started going on them forums. And
I was on the
truth.
I was on the forums. I knew what the vibes was. I knew what the vibes was because I was like, yo, Austin ain't coming around no more. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Why is Steve Austin not coming around no more? He's on here losing in random Raw matches. He ain't really putting his all in. You know what I'm saying? You could tell on his matches that he just wasn't there. And at 10 years old, I still was like, yo, Austin just don't seem there. So as I'm logging on to the E-Feds and I'm like, what's the word? Yo, Austin's out of here. I'm like, for real?
It felt very much like a like an end of an era in a way. You know what I mean? But like you said, like Austin at the time didn't even feel like Austin. He just felt like very much like you could tell something was up with him. Yeah.
Going through the motions.
I ain't going to front, y'all. I high-key wish I was our age group during that time period.
Fact.
Podcast would have been crazy.
Because I'm like, yo,
my forms.
He only came back at No Mercy. He only came back at No Way Out 2003, right? So it wasn't going that long, but at the same time, it's like he was on that same time that Sasha and Naomi was on, where it was like, nigga, I'm out. I'm going. Like, I'm out of here. I'm not feeling this shit. But at the time, when you in the motions and you in your young stage, you didn't really understand what was going on. So you just thought, maybe he's injured, maybe he's on hiatus, maybe he's on vacation. But like looking back, it's like, yo, Austin in 02 could have been a fucking problem. And that's high key, another topic for another day, but that's why I don't put Steve Austin as one of my top guys, because that nigga wasn't around for a lot of the time periods that I was present. Let's keep it a stack. Nigga missed like most of 2000, most of 2001. Well, no, he was there for 2001. He didn't show up for 2002. He didn't really wrestle for 2003. It's like, yo, dog, you really in your feelings for a lot of this shit. A lot of this shit.
I just want to answer this. You got to check out the WrestleMania doc. I personally don't care about the documentary like that. Like, I know a lot of people are excited. So if I ain't got nothing to do, I'll watch it.
Okay.
That's pretty much how I feel.
Yeah.
Like if it has, it's not. I'm not anticipating it, but I'm not.
Nigga Scott crazy. Nigga say, yo, if I got nothing else to do, I guess I'll watch it.
Chad, let me ask you this real quick. It's
what up,
not off topic, but it's on topic.
What up?
But one before I ask you that, I just wanted to jump in and say, I didn't think it was real until WWE Confidential. That's when I figured out that okay, this shit is real.
What a throwback.
With Mean Gene.
Nigga said WWE Confidential.
With Mean Gene.
I ain't have any
form, bag with that one.
The only thing I had was I went on Yahoo Messenger and you know what I'm saying, freestyle and LimeWire. That's all I use my damn computer for. But you said about Austin being there for a short period of time, right? And this may be a bad analogy, may not be, but shit, Biggie wasn't around too long. He only had 2 albums, and they said he was the greatest rapper of all time.
This nigga see New York City in my background and said he wanted to shoot a shot. He said, nigga.
No. Because Biggie is on like Biggie wordplay, bro. Like I'm
going for your heartstrings, bro.
And it's and with your and everybody that doesn't know, please go and check out Chad Law's reviews on albums, singles, and all of that. He have great reviews and everything. That's the reason. That's one of the reasons why I brought that up. It was a segue to that, but cheap plug. But also, you being a music guy, how can you not say that all like the impact that Biggie did in those 2 albums and feature runs and all of that? Shaq Cannot Stop the Rain. Come on now, like he did his big one.
All right, DMac. Fucking got me. Fucking got me. That's why I fuck with this nigga. He got me. He got me there. You're right. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. His impact was way beyond just those 2 years. Like, you're right. And to some people, they can't take Biggie overall because he wasn't here that long. And some people like myself, I can't take Steve Austin that serious because it's like he wasn't here that long. The nigga spent most of his time on the injury reserve list, on his petty shit, or not trying to be here shit. That's why I kind of take The Rock over Austin when it comes to overall totality.
True.
So, and the reason why I even brought
Which is kind of like Tupac and Biggie. It's like, nigga, I'd rather take Pac over Biggie.
But the reason why I brought Austin up in the first place, especially in like this particular for this build up to this match, I've always thought that The Rock wasn't planned to come back until later on in the year. But because Austin left and because he walked out, it was very much like we need
accelerated.
We need you, bro.
Yeah.
Help.
Help, nigga, help.
Help.
No, but you know what though? To that point, Scott, that is very true because even rewatching the match and the history of this and the buildup of this, like to get to this episode, I was like, what the fuck was The Rock doing here? Like, what the fuck was he even doing? Like, what was he? Oh, he just wanted to cause confusion and like just fucking beat the Undertaker up and like just throw his fucking hat in the ring. Like, yo, I'm still here too. Like, all right. That's what he was like. All right, like, I guess like.
And then I feel like they kind of figured out, they were like, all right, well, I guess we could do Rock and Brock for SummerSlam. Like, that's a good, title. And everything.
Okay, so if The Rock didn't return, right, we would have accelerated the Undertaker and Brock feud by a month because they feuded the whole fall of 2002. So we would have accelerated that feud, right? But that would have done nothing. Kurt Angle and Brock was pretty much most of 03. So it had to be by design. This is exactly what had to have happened. Like, this is what had to have happened.
Truthfully, if there's no Rock and there's no Austin, it may be a controversial decision in hindsight. The best SummerSlam match they could have done would have been Hogan and Brock.
But didn't Brock kill Hogan anyways?
And it was beautiful.
Murder.
Yeah, he killed Hogan.
It was beautiful.
Just even thinking about this made me be like, damn, I gotta rewatch that because I'm pretty sure he killed Hogan at one point. Like,
and it was beautiful.
Made me happy.
Like the blood on the fucking I'm pretty sure he killed Hogan with ease.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like,
it was like I said, just like
now
I think
watching the WCW doc and then rewatching Brock and Hogan, I'm like, man, this is awesome. Like Goldberg really was ahead of his fucking time with this one. Ahead of his time with that one, man. Because Brock just demolished Hogan like it was nothing. F5, the blood across the chest. Game over, nigga.
Hey, one day we got to do a deep dive on Brock's rookie year because there's a lot of gems you can pick apart that like you know what I mean, like but
they definitely looked at Goldberg and was like, we can top that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Personally,
and he did.
I was gonna say personally, the Brock rookie year was way better than Goldberg's rookie year.
No, facts. Facts, bro.
Yeah.
You thinking about it, but
oh, come on, bro. Come on to our side. Come on.
Only because I'm rewatching that era. Like, I didn't tap into WCW until 2000. So, like, I didn't catch the fabricated Goldberg streak, right? So, like, only until I sat through the WWE playlist and watched Goldberg defeat Bill DeMott, the Raven squash was OD. That was an insane match. That was ridiculous. Like, he killed this man once, but the spear was ridiculous. Like, Raven's selling of the spear was ridiculous. And the jobbers that he beat, I was like, wow, like, Goldberg's, like, rookie year was insane compared to Brock. Brock's rookie year was tough. He won the WWE title in shorter fashion. All right, I'm with y'all. God damn it. I think I'm with y'all.
I was going to say.
Thank you. We have you came to the right side.
I was going to say.
I understand you wanted to, like, try to make it a good argument and everything, but it was had one true answer.
Damn, he did smoke that shit. He won the belt in, like, record. And nobody's won a WWE title, like.
Not since.
Never.
I think the next closest person behind him is Sheamus.
That was wavy because I just watched Sheamus's like countdown of some of his favorite matches in the WWE channel, and I was like, yo, he really did win via a fucking table throw to John Cena. Like, he didn't. It was a win, but it was like, yo, dog, you threw him to a table, my nigga. Like, come on, man. Like, that wasn't like, you know what I mean, that wasn't crazy.
And that was Cena. That was a Cena that won't drop into nobody.
That's what I'm saying. That was OD. Yo, fam, I forgot that Sheamus wrestled Triple H at a WrestleMania. Like, I was like, I'm watching Sheamus go through his like favorite matches recently, and this just dropped. So like, I'm looking at this shit like, yo, dog, Sheamus had a hell of a fucking run. Like, wow, like he had a WrestleMania match with Triple H. Like, he beat John Cena within a couple months of being in the WWE. Like, holy shit. Sheamus is not talked about at all when anyone speaks of like, yo, this guy might have had one of the best rookie years.
Hall of Famer. Taker, you know what I mean? WWE champion at this time. He's in his full racist mode as a Big Evil. You know what I mean? He's got the tobacco chewing, got the racist crew cut. He looks straight out of Mississippi Burning, dog. Like it's.
Oh, you said Mississippi. I was gonna say he looks straight out of Sturgis. That's what a motherfucker looks like.
I'm the New York brother with the Southern podcast right now, so y'all gonna name off some shit like, yo, you see the New York in the background, y'all gonna be like, nigga, that nigga from motherfucking Virginia, that nigga from that nigga in Mississippi. That
nigga truthfully, I feel like 2002 was a pivotal year, and especially this particular run with Taker was a pivotal year because for those that remember, the original incarnation of the American Badass, the Biker Taker, was not good. Man was out of shape, was not having good matches. He looked ridiculous. Like everything about Taker just was not hitting. Like if I was the owner, I would have been fired him. I don't care how many hours you've been putting in, dog. Like you suck.
Yo, dog, when he beat RVD for the hardcore title at Vengeance 01, I was just like, this is cool. This is pretty interesting. This
that's what I'm saying. It was the
Taker
switch.
as a hardcore champion. This should be all right. Like this should be fun.
That's what I'm saying. It was that one switch, right? It shoot like the number one contender match he got before he beat Hogan when he beat Austin. Like everything was it was flowing perfectly. But like I love the summer that Taker had. He had a good match with RVD on Monday Night Raw, but it's this one particular week, right, which kind of builds into this main event. He has the match with Jeff Hardy, right? The legendary ladder match.
I was like, yo, Jeff Hardy should be in the main event scene. Like, wow. And this is young me watching Jeff Hardy. So I'm like, yo, Jeff Hardy really could be a contender for the title. Matter of fact, Jeff Hardy should win the belt. Like, holy shit. Like
Jeff Hardy had the hood on lock, bro.
I think that moment right there, though, I think that's what made Jeff Hardy go to TNA. He was like, you know what? I could be a big fish. I don't got to sit here and just squander around. I could go to TNA and just wave it up. Because 2 years later, he went to TNA and waved it up with AJ Styles for the X Division title, which led to his feud with Jeff Jarrett for the NWA title. And until that point, keep it a stack, I never saw Jeff Hardy feud for a world title before.
I mean, won't they about to give him the world? And then
Jeff couldn't stop huffing paint.
That's what I'm saying. He was about to be the one.
No, but at what point could Jeff Hardy be the world champion in WWE though?
I don't mean to cut you off or anything, but like think about it, right? Do you know how big of an endorsement that it was? Like the key point of that entire match was to build Jeff as a contender, right? Yes. And then you get the endorsement from Taker at the end of the match. Yes. It's to build Jeff into that top slot. But like I said, Jeff just wanted to huff paint, and
that was insane. My nigga was huffing paint. It was crazy.
Man was out of pocket.
A lot.
But yeah, like he has that incredible ladder match, and then the following Thursday he has the match with Kurt Angle, July 4th. And like I said, the match goes to a draw, and that was a great match. And the ending of the match, Taker, they hit him with the last ride, but Angle caught him in the triangle.
He put him in the triangle. He had him in the triangle, and then as the 3 count goes down, he taps out.
Kurt's shoulders weren't down, by the way.
That's not the point.
Yo, that's
not the point.
Undertaker, I was trying to watch it back, and I'm like, what was the point of this? Like, this was so contrived. Like, did you really have to tap at the point of that? Because you didn't even tap, but he had to tap to cause confusion. But I was perplexed watching that whole like transaction go down in that match. And Kurt was on shit.
Kurt was great, and I guess I should make point that The Rock got involved in this entire thing prior because he interfered in the Triple H Taker match, King of the Ring.
He had
Once again,
no business.
none
at all. None at all. And I think that's why I decided on this match, because I was like, yo, I think we'll all go into like a whole breakdown of like, The Rock had no fucking point being in this match. Like, none at all. And the fact that he won overall, and we'll get to that as we get on to this match, he had no business being here other than like, yo, I'm back. He was like, yo, I'm back.
Hey, man, I just did the Scorpion King. Give me the belt.
Yes. He was like, yo, I'm back. Like, you know what I mean? I'm here.
Could they have done, theoretically, could they have done something else with The Rock? Because truthfully, the person who should have been inserted in this match should have been Triple H.
Triple H. Should have been Triple H.
Yeah.
I agree.
Something else going on, though.
All right. So without me even looking, and I didn't even do my research, what did Triple H do for Vengeance 2002?
Oh, you didn't watch it? I can tell you.
So,
what did he do, Ralph? What did he do?
He showed up to the building because he had to pick between SmackDown and Raw, and they had a whole ass segment about it. And he had, because Stephanie was the GM of SmackDown, Eric Bischoff was the Raw GM, and they went out to the ring. They was both pleading their cases. He was about to pick SmackDown, and then out comes his best friend Shawn Michaels to ruin it for him.
But then, like, once again, goes into the original question that I asked in the beginning, right? There were so many pivots to that particular because it was supposed to be Shawn, the last thing before the NWO split up. It was Shawn Michaels in the middle ring telling Triple H he has to make a decision about to join the NWO or not. Either you're with us or you're against us, right? When the NWO joint ended, then they pivot to, is it Raw or SmackDown? So, and I think that's when they kind of realized, like, all right, so we can't do this NWO storyline. We really don't have a top heel on Raw like that. Brock's going to be doing his own thing, so we need somebody to counteract for Brock. And we get the beginning stages of the worst world title run in the history of this industry. And what do they call it? The title run of doom, the Triple H era. Just everything sucked. Matches sucked. His look sucked.
Yo, y'all lucky I ain't picked Triple H Scott Steiner. Y'all so lucky I didn't go with Triple H.
Probably would have declined the episode.
Damn, not declined.
Like, yo, this guy is on some other shit. Like, this nigga went Triple H Scott Steiner. Yo, what's going on, my boy, man?
Hey, I've been waiting for someone to pick something crazy so that we could just spend the whole time telling jokes.
Yes, that honestly, I was trying to keep it in that era because I was like, yo, I want to make sure I give y'all a throwback. I didn't want to give y'all something current. I didn't want to pick AEW because I was like, yo, I don't want to fucking go through a match where we're all talking about niggas that's in the ring and we're all talking about a crowd that looks like they're in a fucking library. So it was like, I wanted to talk about some shit that's like actually gonna have niggas like, nah, that match right there, yo, that shit had me on the edge of my seat. Like,
and that's the thing, like, this match really has no story to it. Like, it has none
at all.
Nothing dramatic has built up to this match.
They said go out there and cook.
3 niggas that's like, yo, let's go get a world title victory. Like, I want to win. Like, I just want to win. Like, that's what I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with this match right here because it's so left field. And I haven't seen y'all talk about too many like 2002 matches of this caliber. And like I said, 2002 was a wavy year for the world title match because everybody was a champion every month until Brock Lesnar came along.
I'd like to think, and the one thing I'll definitely, when we actually talk about the match, is that I have to, when I was watching it, I had to restart it because I'm watching it with 2024 eyes. Like, there was one part in the match, The Rock clotheslined, I think it was Kurt. No, he clotheslined Taker over the ropes. And I 100% anticipated him doing a Tope Con Hero over the ring. You know what I mean?
Nah, this nigga stop. Yo, Scott, turn your AEW vision off. Like, just turn it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Turn it down, it's a stimmer.
That's why I had it.
Tope Suicida.
Tope Suicida was crazy. Nigga got his Excalibur bag. Nigga said, yo, where's Excalibur when you need him? Like, that was crazy. You didn't even need that. You didn't even need all that. You know what I mean?
And like I said, you know, we had already mentioned like Kurt and where Kurt was during this time period. Like we are in the
Kurt
beginning.
was to the moon.
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna say
that. Kurt was about to go to the fucking moon at this era. Like, pew, and he did, because look what happened is 2003. 2003 was the Kurt Angle year, essentially. With or without the title, 2003 was all Kurt Angle.
and that's what I'm saying. You start that layer with the 2002 run, like shaving the head. You know what I mean? This particular match. Then you go on and have a banger with Rey Mysterio. Then you go on and have a banger 2 months later with the tag team match of him, Benoit, Edge, and Ray.
SmackDown 6, essentially.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's the steady evolution of Kurt Angle at this point. I even had to remember that just 2 years prior is Kurt's rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I had to like really, I was like, damn, because there's a moment him and the Rock are wrestling, and I was like, I'm trying to like think back. I'm like, Rock and Angle was tussling 2 years prior to this, and it's Kurt's rookie year.
Yo,
And
Scott,
then
let me keep it a stack. Nobody's having a better rookie year since Kurt Angle like Will Ospreay. Like Will Ospreay and Kurt Angle's rookie years in a major promotion, probably parallel right now, because Will Ospreay 2 years from now compared to Kurt Angle 2 years from his debut, probably gonna be the same shit, straight up. And I'm a Will Ospreay guy, so like I could tell like they're on the same trajectory, and Will Ospreay is on a trajectory for great things because of the fact that I'm comparing his rookie year to damn near Kurt Angle's. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucking OD. Like that's a lot. Like that's insane. So like I think the rookie year Kurt Angle had compared to what he had in 2001, like Kurt Angle's got one of the best wrestling careers of all time. Like of all time. That's a whole other episode in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like in itself, straight up.
I do have a video planned because you know I want to upload more content on the YouTube channel, but I think one of the ideas I had was talking about how Kurt Angle has the strongest argument of being the best wrestler of all time.
No, straight up.
Yeah.
I was there for Kurt Angle, man. I was there for the Samoa Joe shit. I was there for when he was coming into Genesis 2006. Like, I was losing my shit, my nigga. I was like, yo, dog, he was just in the WWE. How's he in Orlando, Florida in this fucking makeshift studio? Like, are you kidding me? It's Kurt Angle. Like, I was there for that, my nigga. So, like, I agree. I'm with you on that. Like, yo, Kurt's career is like, it made me sad his return to WWE. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I high-key wish that AEW had a jump start and he could have went to AEW instead and finished off his career as opposed to having to fucking deal with Baron Corbin and the Shield reunion. You know what I'm saying?
I would have been upset regardless because he was just a shell of himself.
Yes.
That last run.
Yes, that last run, I was just like, this sucks. Like,
he was different than my uncle at a family reunion trying to do a line dance, bro. Like he was just stiff, bro. Like he couldn't.
Yeah, wild pause. I know.
Yeah. No diddy. But yeah, he was
crazy.
He couldn't move he couldn't. Man, I don't know what to say. He wasn't wrestling as well as he was before.
Yo, fam, he wrestled Baron Corbin in a WrestleMania match, man. And to look at it now, Baron Corbin is fried. He's cooked.
Right.
As y'all know from our RSC segment, Prepped and Cooked, Baron Corbin is cooked because Baron Corbin went back to the main roster, and we ain't seen Baron Corbin since. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wait, we call him washed?
He's washed. He's cooked.
I can't do that, man.
Game.
Yeah, bro, it's all good. Just name the last time you saw Baron Corbin have a match.
OxyClean.
Carmelo,
yes.
Oh yeah, 2 months ago. Name the next Baron Corbin match. Oh wait,
the tag team match with him and Braun against Nathan and Axel
in NXT 3 months ago. Name the recent match.
He hasn't been on TV.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah.
Actually, he was on TV. He used to have a match.
Niggas took Baron Corbin at his most over and said, "Here's the plug. Pull it. You're out of here, buddy. Back to SmackDown you go." But this ain't a Baron Corbin pod. But because he had the retirement match with Kurt Angle, who was a part of this triple threat match, I had to mention Baron Corbin being fucking fried, man. Because that shit got me tight.
That's not totally his fault though, because around that time, excuse me, it was Vince. Vince fucked him up.
Yo, bro, the
But
tag team with Baron Corbin
Matt-
and Braun Breaker should have, to quote the internet wrestling community, fed families for the whole next couple of months. Like, I think that should have been exactly what Baron Corbin should have been on. For Baron Corbin, Braun Breaker could have been all right right now. Real talk, that could have been all right on Raw
That could
right
have been
now.
a good little run.
Whether they were the tag team, whether they split, whether they had a feud, whether they were to go after the tag titles, that could have been all right now. But right now, Braun's on a and
I was about to say they ain't got nothing to do with Braun right now. He's doing his own thing, being a monster, which is what we need. Baron is good by himself. They just need to actually put him on TV. That's all.
I can't believe WWE finally got me to enjoy Baron Corbin. Pause, and I'm like, yo, I hate this shit. Like, they finally got me to enjoy Baron Corbin, and I'm like, yo, dog, I hate that they don't utilize this man to anything at all. Like, my man don't even get no cameo time, not a backstage promo. Man,
He was literally on TV like on SmackDown. He was talking to Apollo Crews, but he was on SmackDown.
You know what I just realized? What I just realized is
yo, I can't believe you just said that, yo. Bro, I can't believe you just said Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, and I had no idea what she was even talking about, and I watched the product. I was like, when the fuck did those two niggas interact? I've never
What I just realized is that the build to this particular main event of this triple threat is so trash that we are spending time talking about Baron Corbin.
Yeah, because the build was so bad that the match was like mad good. Like, that's kind of where I was like, you know what? I want to focus on the match because it's the watch list. Like, let's focus on the actual quality of the match because the match was really fucking good.
That shit was A1, bro.
One of my favorite triple threat matches of all time. Main event matches, triple threat matches. I paid $59.99 for this pay-per-view, y'all.
Damn.
I paid for Vengeance 2002, y'all. I was paying for pay-per-views this time. So, like, I had to, you know what I mean? And granted, it might have been my mom's money, but I still have to be like, yo, mom. You know what I mean?
That's
that time of the month.
I remember that I saw this pay-per-view in its entirety because there was a mistake with the cable company and it was free on.
That is how I got it too.
Yeah. I was waiting the entire pay-per-view for that joint to cut off. Nope.
That's how I felt the No Way Out where the NWO
came back.
Premiered. When they came back, and that was they gave it to us for free then too. And then my dad did not believe me because he thought I really just like paid for it. I mean, I didn't pay for it, just made it so that he had to pay for it. He thought I was lying. I was like, come on, bro, why would I just do that for you? I was like, I can just give you the bread.
I ain't going front. I was going to watch this, y'all, but all 2002 because 2002 was fucking heinous. That was a heinous year of wrestling in WWE.
Terrible year.
It was wild.
Wavy year of wrestling in WWE. Just from No Way Out, the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania 18 was cool. Backlash was wavy. Triple H and Hulk Hogan was next. Judgment Day was fucking next. This pay-per-view, King of the Ring was, yeah. You got to this shit. And in SummerSlam is when shit really turned the fuck up. Like, turned up.
Yeah, because you got to remember, like, this is Vengeance. Like, nobody cared about this pay-per-view. Like, this is to get to point. This is to get to point A, or go back to point A, which is SummerSlam. Nobody cares about the July. Back in the day, for the young people watching this program, nobody cared about Vengeance. Nobody cared about No Mercy like that. Like, if you had the money laying around, then yes, let's order
it's funny you say that, Scott. And they're actually NXT pay-per-views now.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to be like, that's why they're NXT pay-per-views now.
Yeah.
Hey, also, shout out real quick to WWE for getting the trademark for Super Brawl. So,
did they?
Okay.
NXT Super Brawl coming back.
Okay.
I like it.
But yes, so obviously the meat and potatoes of this is the actual match. And like I said, this is a 20-minute match. Rock comes out first. Crowd is hum-ho. I legit think The Rock didn't know where the hard camera was because he walked around the ring and he was just like, oh, I guess I'll go on this corner, the completely wrong corner that he normally goes into.
Hey, you know another reason I know he didn't know where the hard camera was? Because when he did the people's elbow in the match, he did that shit from behind. You just saw the back of him.
Yeah, my dog lost.
Baby. That was a good eye, Rod. That was a very good eye with that one. Because I really had to think about it as I'm watching the match. I'm like, this shit feels a little different than usual.
He looked like he was spaced out. So I'm like, what the fuck going on?
But he also hadn't been around in a while. So like you kind of got to give him some credit too. Like it's been a little minute.
That's what I'm saying. But like for me, like this is like an era of The Rock. I just like I don't like. Like it's just very much like, yo, if you think about it, you go from the 2001 Rock before the Scorpion King. He leaves, he comes back and does the invasion stuff, leaves again, comes back for this little run, and then the next time we see him, he's Hollywood Rock. And then we're in
Fire era. I was gonna go
top tier.
Yo, honestly, the fact that y'all gave me the option to pick a match, I was like, yo, I could have went Rock and Goldberg. I had a lot of shit on my docket, but I was like, the only reason I'm gonna keep it to this is because it's July. So I was like, let me just keep it into a July bag. And what are some of the best matches that happen in July? Easily this match, because I remember this shit. I ordered this shit. I was like, nigga, this match was fire. Like
when you told me that you were picking a July match, I was like, man, you have a better structure than we do. Because
I know. I was about to say, look at the look at the synergy here. This is great.
I was like, I know everyone gonna kind of be like, oh, you picked Rock and Austin, Rock, Hogan. I mean, Rock, Undertaker. You know what I mean? Kurt Angle. Like that's such a name brand match. But I was like, if you look at the quality of matches in wrestling in July, nigga, that match was fucking fire. Like, that match was amazing. One of the best July pay-per-view main event matches anyone might have ever seen. And I watched that shit because I ordered it. And I'll say that again and again because, nigga, I actually sat there with the cable box and ordered that shit. So, like, I remember that match like it was like off the top of my head. I was like, nigga, I remember that shit. Like, nah. That, even the ending of the match that we're going to get to, like, nigga, that shit caught me off guard. I was like, this the end?
So let's rewind the clock back for everybody. Who did you want to win the match at the time? You wanted The Rock? Okay.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Kurt was on a run.
I was rooting for Kurt too.
Kurt was on a run. He was on a run. He was on a hell of a run. I thought Kurt was gonna win. I felt like Kurt was gonna like be the most. You know what? It was Kurt Undertaker. Rock winning was such a surprise for me because I was like, yo, Undertaker is on such a run. I hated the Undertaker at that point, and I know I wasn't alone with that one. He was in his bag. He was in his heel shit. But I was like, yo, Kurt is really smoking shit from match quality to gimmick to the you suck. I think Kurt's going to get a title run right here. And then The Rock came back, and I was like, where the fuck did this guy come from?
You're not getting a title run, Kurt.
What is
Not right now, baby.
Where did Rock come from?
Even
the match on Hollywood with Taker tapped, I was just like, oh, come on. They could have put the belt on Kurt at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kurt could have had his moment.
Real quick, just fantasy book with me real quick. Say Rock's not available, right? Could Edge have been slotted in this match? Like, and the reason why I say Edge is because they were pushing Edge to be like an upper mid-carder. No better rep than to get in the ring with Kurt and Taker. And you let you're pretty much a sink or swim moment for Edge. Do you think that could have worked? Because he's working with Hogan, so obviously that's a big deal in itself. Yeah. Could Edge have worked in this slot?
You know what, Scott? Based off looking back at this match and how I was doing my research, the fact that Undertaker and Kurt had pretty much locked in feuds from now till Kurt's end of his WWE run in 2006, and Edge was still there, I was like, this Edge could have been here. Edge could have been here. It wouldn't have even like, you wouldn't have lost sleep. It would have been like, oh, this is Edge's defining moment. He wouldn't win. But this would have been his moment to be like, oh, Edge is here. Like this would have prepped him for the SmackDown 6 to where it's like, oh shit, he's in his bag right now.
I just thought of something, and just hear me out. It wouldn't have worked. It just in theory. The person that really should have been slotted in this match outside of The Rock.
Don't say Hulk Hogan.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Is he on this pay-per-view?
He is on this pay-per-view.
Is it RVD?
No.
Damn. All right.
Shane McMahon?
No. If you think about this particular match, if you're taking The Rock out, you have Taker and you have Kurt. The person that really should have been in this match should have been John Cena.
Ruthless Aggression, John?
Because John Cena's debut match, Kurt, the person he has an interaction with at the end of the match, the moment where everybody remembers, Taker shaking the hand. They could have done a story where like John Cena, this is Manila John Cena, could have went in and been like, I need a chance, Vince. I need a chance. And once again, a sink or swim moment. Definitely would have sank. But
yo, what in the Danny Garcia is the fuck you talking about, Scott? That's crazy.
Danny Garcia.
What the fuck is going on? Smith, just throw that guy in the main event. It's all good. They gonna care. Huh?
Hey, look, man, you coming in. This is a time period where like they ain't got no competition. You might as well throw something.
Evans. John Cena Evans is crazy, man.
Damn.
Nah, I feel you. But I'm also like, nah, not right now. Like Vengeance 03, Cena Undertaker.
That's absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it fucked up. I enjoy it.
But I'm talking about
John Cena,
babyface, hometown colors in the trunks, generic ass.
I can't name 5 matches John Cena had in 2002.
I got you.
I didn't know he was that damn wrestling.
Name 5 matches John Cena had in 2002 you can remember.
I got you.
Off the top of your head.
I got you. Hold on. Rikishi, Billy Kidman.
I could cheat.
Jericho.
Kurt Angle twice.
Done. It's over. Like, yo,
Kurt Angle.
Man said Billy Kidman, Rikishi, and Kurt Angle. Like, yo, come on, man. John Cena 02 was not the guy to be in a main event match there's no way we would even be speaking about this match.
He pinned Jericho on this show.
He did. You're right. And that's crazy because I actually did watch that and rewatch this pay-per-view. I was like, yo, John Cena beat Jericho in this fucking pay-per-view. Like, what the fuck is good with this pay-per-view? Like, this was such a blah Vengeance. Like, Vengeance 03 was smacking for me. One of my favorite Vengeances of all time because Stephanie was peak GM. You know what I'm saying? That was some heat. Cena, Undertaker, Big Show had a little run. You know what I'm saying? That was a good-ass Vengeance 03. But this one, I was just like, I'm really just here for the main event.
Hey, don't forget, in 2002...
I don't know why I ordered this shit. Like, I was like, why did I order this pay-per-view? Like,
don't forget, in 2002, man, Bubba Ray Dudley was being pushed as a legit main eventer. So, anything
Bubba Ray had a minute. He had a minute. He had like a quick little minute, my nigga. He ain't have that.
Shit,
long.
he opened the show.
Yeah.
Him and Spike Dudley versus Chris Benoit and Eddie in a tables match.
Yo, this whole pay-per-view like took me down memory lane like a motherfucker, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I really had to look back at this card like, yo, dog, I've never rewatched this pay-per-view ever until I mentioned this to y'all for this episode. Like, I've never seen this pay-per-view since I ordered this shit. I was like, wow.
Booker T versus the Big Show.
Never gonna watch that again. Like, I'd never sit through that. Like, I would never want to go like, yo, this is my match. This is my watch list match. Right? Niggas would have been like, yo, we're gonna call off for this week. You know what I mean? It's over. I don't think we're gonna do this week. They're going to do Booker T and the Big Show.
So let's go ahead and get into the match. Get into the ground. Obviously, I'm reading from shout out to TGR Wrestling and their play-by-play.
Yeah.
I think going forward, I am going to restructure because some of these shits are trash, and you know what I mean. Like, I can do my own play-by-play, but that'd be too much. So we might have a team meeting about the restructuring of how we do the play-by-play. But essentially, Rock and Taker, they start jaw-jacking each other. Kurt comes and like Kurt's pretty much like, yo, what's up?
What about me?
What are y'all doing?
Yes. He definitely did. He was like, yeah, I'm on deck. I'm here. Like,
and then they do that stupid thing where they both look at him, hit him with the clean left.
But I love that stupid thing.
It's little things that just you know what I mean.
When they just start stomping him out, great.
You already know one question I love to ask: how an opening match or how a match starts in the opening. Going with DMac, how are we feeling about the opening sequence? Is that a good way to start a triple threat? Like, kind of the idea like there's two guys eyeing each other. There's obviously the third person that they're not recognizing, but he's trying to get their attention and then they both just punch him. Is that an ideal way to start a triple threat?
It kind of sets up the psychology of the match, knowing like for the casual fan that may not know who's the big dog. Obviously, the big dog got the belt. And sometimes the big dog may not have the belt. It may be just off the clout of who that individual is. But I like it, but I don't. I like it at this particular time period because it wasn't utilized a lot. Now I think it's overutilized. You get what I'm saying? So like the triple threat match, like I told y'all before in other pods that we have, like I'm not too fond of triple threat matches. Like I'm not.
The older I get, DMac, I see where a lot of people are coming from. Where it's like, yo, one motherfucker in a fatal four-way or triple threat, or one or two are just like off to the wayside, just bullshitting by the side. And the real action is between the one or two guys, and the other two are just like twiddling thumbs, just biding time until they can make their
move. And you see sometimes like the other dude or person is sitting there, they trying to sell the last bump that they had, but in the normal match that they had, they would have popped
a body slam. Why you shot you in the head with a chair? Come on, man. Why you OD selling right now?
You feel what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why I'm not too fond of it, but it's like a dunk contest, right? Some dunks now won't get me out my seat, but back then,
I agree. I'm with you.
Yes, that was fire.
I mean, I thought in this match, one of the reasons of how great it is how seamless they did getting rid of one person, so the other two could get their shit together. And then when they interacted, they always made it so like easily.
So that spawns a good question, right? Are triple threats better designed for like true veterans? Like, because sometimes if you watch a triple threat and you have a rookie or somebody that's not as seasoned or not experienced in a triple threat, they always will have that look like they're unsure what to do for the next spot. Here in this match, they didn't really do that. It was like you said, it was very like boom, 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 seamless, smooth transitions. So do you think veterans are better suited in this type of match?
I would agree with you on that one. I feel like a lot of especially recently on WWE programming, we have seen nothing but triple threat matches like out the fucking wazoo. You know what I'm saying? Just nothing but triple threat qualifiers, triple threat qualifier. So I get you in that regard that it is best served for people that have been there for a while, that know how to maneuver through a triple threat match and aren't just sitting there twiddling thumbs and just going, all right, ready to jump in and make my move. It's like, nah, get busy, man. Like everybody whoop ass and actually make your presence felt for this match and not just be on the wayside like, nigga, you took a body slam. Come on, my nigga. Like, nigga gave you a body slam, you rolled out the ring for fucking 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be a lot of the shit. They take simple moves and then roll out the ring. That'd be my shit. I'd be watching. I'd be like, this nigga just rolled out the ring for 10 minutes, my nigga. Come on, man. Like, where were you at for the whole time? You just want to jump in for the pinfall? And we're going to get to the pinfall. Don't worry. That pinfall for this match.
Great. And they set it
the
up the whole
final one?
time.
Yeah.
Yo, dog. And they set it up the whole entire time with it for that pinfall.
Yes,
like
they did.
how they did it. It was great.
Yes, they did.
Before I continue, I just want to say that I completely forgot how much I think Earl Hebner sucked as a referee.
Yes.
Like,
dog.
One of the fucking what? It's not until I get over 30 years old, like now that I'm at my age, and I'm just like, yo, dog, this guy was the worst ref. Like, holy shit.
He deserved to get hit every single time.
You know what? For that match, though, I think Undertaker relied a lot on the Hell's Gate way too much. Like, that era was Hell's Gate Undertaker, like, way too much. Like, he tried to get to that submission way more than he tried. Like, you can't get to the Hell's Gate and think that a nigga like Kurt Angle, who's a submission specialist, ain't going to, like, counteract your shit.
All right. So this is where we'll flip on the kayfabe aspect, right? If you think about it, Taker from doing the Hell's Gate, he probably would have been better utilizing that on The Rock as opposed to Kurt.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
Kurt being like, you know what I mean? Like, I think Kurt pulled out, like I say, he pulled out the triangle in this match and put on Taker. Rock ain't got no submission defense. Like, trash.
Ain't no submission specialist.
You know what Rock's submission defense is? Screaming.
The sharpshooter. He tried to sharpshooter.
What on WWF attitude?
Like,
he was like, goddamn.
So yeah, I feel like Taker could have used the submission a little bit. He was trying to play the bully in this match. Kurt just had a little
red hair Undertaker, mind you. This was red hair Undertaker. He was
Mississippi Burning Taker. Like, everything was thrown with just like, I dread had there been a black man in this match. It would have been nasty work.
Whoa, wait, what, nigga? You can't disrespect me like that.
Oh shit, I forgot. I'm sorry. That was a legit mental lapse.
I thought you did that on purpose. I was like, damn, that's cold.
That's
cold. Now, Undertaker in this era was definitely we the people. Like, he was we the people Undertaker during this era, son. He was MAGA Undertaker, son. Like a motherfucker.
So tapping back into the ring. So like I said,
part of BSK. That's crazy.
Damn. Which is crazy because there were colored people in that group.
Everybody
was good. Hey, they were the good ones.
You know,
they were good ones. They were good movies.
Oh, so he assimilated races.
The only reason why BSK cracks me up is because, like, shout out to our good brother Lorenzo, and he tells the story of when him and his pops was at Philly ringside. The Godwins come up calling the N-word, and then you have this group that's Taker, the Godwins, the Godfather, the Samoans, Savio Vega. Like, Godfather probably like, yeah, you call him that. Like, what?
Crazy.
It's sick, dog.
I forgot the Godwin was in that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So boom, they get Angle out the way. Taker hits the uppercut on the Rock, lands strikes in the corner. Rock hits him with those infamous punches. You know what I mean?
I love Rock punches, man. I know they don't get a lot of hate, but I like him.
Hate him with a.
I like him. I kind of like him.
I've always heard the rumor. It was like a rumor that the inspiration behind his punches is Scott Hall's punches.
Yes.
And I think Scott Hall has the best punches. I think Scott Hall has the best working punch in wrestling. But Rock hits him, goes for the clothesline. Taker ducks it, flying clothesline of his own. Rock hits the Irish whip. Taker boots. As you know, he goes for the Irish whip. Kurt's on the apron. Taker boots him once again, neutralizing Kurt out of the match. It felt like Taker and Rock wanted to just to be them two. Let's neutralize Kurt, make sure he stays on the outside. But then clothesline sends Taker to the floor. Once again, this is what I'm thinking. Rock about to bust out a crazy splash out the top ring. You know what I mean? Something. But like I said, we get into a nice flow. The neutralization of Kurt, kind of keeping it between the Taker and Rock. Angle goes, sends Taker to the steel steps. Rock tosses him over the rope. But at this point, the pace is very. Does it feel urgent to y'all? Like, does it feel like
No,
it doesn't feel urgent? All right, cool.
Doesn't feel urgent.
So
I didn't think it was urgent. I thought they was just more, just going up, like more up. Yeah, more. I thought it was more like, I guess upbeat, like a high, like a faster pace a little bit.
And you see, and I feel that's like, for me, I feel like that's not played enough in triple threat matches. Like the urgency to win the match, knowing that you have an extra opponent that you got to worry about. Like in today's structure of pro wrestling, it definitely would have been a thing where like you neutralize the third man, a lot of near falls in the beginning part. Here, and I guess urgency wasn't the best word. I do agree with y'all as like the way that is flowing, and it's becoming very. Nobody's getting an upper hand. That I feel like that was the key story of this match. Nobody really got an upper hand to where they took advantage of the whole match. Would y'all agree?
I'd agree. Everybody had a fair chance of winning. That's the thing about me with this match. I didn't know who was going to win at the time, and then rewatching it, I'm like, I couldn't really gauge who would win this shit. Like Undertaker was in such a bag at that time where it was just like he could have retained. Kurt, I wanted to win, and Rock was just like, where the fuck did he come from? But it's The Rock, so it's like he could win. So like this was one of those triple threats where it was just like this shit is up in the air, and I like this. Like this, I like this. I like not believing. Perfect example, and I'm gonna take it to AEW. Double or Nothing. Kenny Omega, Pac, and Pockets. We all knew who was going to win that match. Kenny Omega was going to win that match. Am I not wrong? Like, Pockets and Pac didn't stand a chance of beating Kenny Omega for the world title. This match here...
We did not think they were going to take the title off him, though.
Right.
Correct.
This match, I was just like, even now, I'm like, man, this is tough. Like, who could have won this match? I like triple threat matches like that where I'm genuinely like, it could go to anyone. They got me. Y'all got me. Y'all really fucking got me with this one.
Calling that nigga Pockets is wild, by the way. I just wanted
to all he does is put his hands in his pockets. Am I not mistaken?
I legit had to think about who you was talking about. Now I was like, damn. No.
I got it now.
Now you're gonna be like, oh, he does put his hands in his pockets. You're right.
I was nigga like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know what he was talking about. I was just like, damn, we just gotta put my man Orange just the pockets. That's what we resort my
that's
man
pockets,
to.
Man. That's all I call them, pockets, man. That's it.
So hold on, let's see where we're at. All right, boom. So Rock tries to go for an Irish whip. Angle counters it with two beautiful overhead belly to bellies. Like I said, I feel like Kurt
some of the best belly to bellies.
Absolutely incredible. Angle goes for an Irish whip again. Rock counters, DDT, 2 count. Angle then bails to the outside. Rock gives chase. Angle goes for continuing for the Irish whip clothesline, but then Taker clotheslines him. I mean, are there any key moments in this beginning part of the match that like are standing out to you? Because like I said, it's not a formula that they're following, but obviously it's designed to keep you guessing on who is going to go back and forth. But in this beginning part, are there any key moments that stand out to you as far as the in-ring action?
Yes. So you remember back in the day when you had your special meter all the way up, and you had to get it a little bit more to do somebody else's move. That's the shit that kind of got me in this match. Like even I remember watching this shit back then. It was like, damn, I ain't think The Rock could do a fucking choke slam, and then the Undertaker hitting a motherfucking angle slam. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of shit. That took me out of Rock, but it was somebody else finisher. And now nowadays, from about, we'll say about 2013 on up, it kind of got to the point where you'll use your finisher and they kick out of it. Back then, they was using somebody else.
D-Mac, don't shoot shots at AEW, man. Come on, man. Take it easy. Take it easy.
God damn.
No, actually, in my mind, God honest truth, I was referring back to WrestleMania, the first WrestleMania between Shawn and Undertaker, when they just kept on doing their own finisher, and that's another story for another day.
Now you just referencing a regular Dynamite episode.
Well, no. Come on.
Yo,
exactly.
Hey, since we're talking about them doing each other's finisher, when Kurt Angle did the rock bottom, and can we talk about how Earl Hebner fucked up the count? Like, he couldn't even get down to do the
He was drunk. Earl Hebner always drunk, man. His old drunk ass. I every time I looked at him, even when I was young, I was like, man, he like my papa right now. He fucking
my
drunk.
papa.
That's all I was gonna tell. Like, he acting like papa right now. Like, he is drunk. This referee drunk.
Nah. And, you know, I'm glad you brought up that point though, DMac, about the finishers. Like, that shit was taboo back then. Like, nobody was doing those type, like, oh, I'm gonna hit you with your finish maneuver.
Yeah,
I did go back on like the because this match is on Daily Motion, and I was looking at the comments, and somebody was like, "The Rock's choke slam is just a modified rock bottom."
That's all it was. That's really all it was.
Like, it wasn't a legit. It wasn't a.
I was like, yo, I never want to see The Rock do a choke slam ever again. Like, never again. Never.
Uranagi choke slam.
Did a terrible.
Hey, so who is Uranagi? Just being casual. Like,
even Rock doing an angle lock or ankle lock.
Terrible.
I was like, I never want to see
that shit suck.
Hey, everybody can't do it, dog.
Light. I was just like, this is just facetious right now. Like, I don't want to see Rock do an ankle.
It was
lock.
something about
he was like really trying to like. He's like, I don't want to hurt him.
Yes. It was like a complete so it was like putting a teddy bear in a submission. It was just like, I'm not going hard on this shit. Pause, but like, I'm gonna just, you know, get a little something. Hopefully it works. And it's just like, clearly Kurt was overselling that shit, but it just didn't hit.
Now Kurt hitting that rock bottom,
clean.
Kurt's rock bottom was clean. Very clean. Like that, because Kurt is official where you can believe that Kurt Angle doing moves. Like, Kurt could have hit a choke slam, I'd have been like, holy shit, did Kurt Angle just hit a choke slam? But Rock's choke slam, I was like, I don't want to see this ever again.
Shit was embarrassing, dog.
I don't want to see this ever again.
Fuck off my TV.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that was, like I said, that was a key moment. And like I said, on a different occasion, that probably would have been the finish of the match. Usually you see that type of spot at the end of the match. We only about 5-7 minutes into the match.
Right.
So after that, you know, Angle gets the kicks in the corner, Taker fires off, unloads with a barrage of punches. Angle reverses the corner whip, misses a charge, hits the shoulder into the post. Taker smashes Angle into the ring post, and then here comes this nigga, The Rock, spitting water in people's eyes. That shit used to gross me out back then.
Still does.
Still do now.
It's nasty, dog. Like,
even more now. Nigga, you spit on me, you might get shot. Straight up.
A certified ass whooping. And like I said, this is pre-Roy's Rock. So
Yeah.
Could have like easy.
This is Dark Caesar Rock. This Dark Caesar Rock. You know what I'm saying? When he had my man try to get waves for a bit. So I remember that.
Walking tall.
Walking tall Rock.
Man, you just looked on like it was weird.
I
It's
like
like
that movie.
the movie was alright. It was alright.
I like the movie.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
What was the joint he had with damn,
Hostage is my shit. I fuck with that Hostage movie. That shit was alright.
I don't think I watched.
Is that the one with what's
His
the
son
one
was
that
a
like
snitch.
his son was a snitch? Yeah, okay.
That shit was alright. I
I'm
fuck
gonna
with
watch
this
it
shit.
tonight. I never watched it.
Now what was the
It's
one?
pretty good.
There was a movie he did before Walking Tall and had dude from American Pie in it.
Stifler?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that Walking Tall?
What is it called?
Ain't that Walking Tall?
That is Walking Tall. That is
Yeah, it was Walking Tall.
Is it Walking Tall where he had the 2x4?
Yeah, that's Walking Tall.
That had Johnny Knoxville in it.
Stifler was in that shit.
What's the one
Rundown.
Rundown. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Shout, hey, there we go.
Rundown.
Shout out to the.
Nah, that was.
She hit you with the.
Nah, I might have to go watch that.
That's why
ready.
That's why my baby's mom. That's why she's my tag team partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
she had the
Nah, I
tag
might have to go
ready.
watch that. Rundown was crazy.
Rundown was great. Yeah.
You know
I ain't
what?
seen Rundown in 30 years.
You know what is crazy? The Rundown is what I was thinking of. The one that had Sean Patrick Harris in it.
Yeah, that, when y'all was praising,
Patrick
that's why
Harris.
when y'all was praising Walking Tall, I was like, oh, y'all, wow, that movie sucked.
Nah.
Wow.
Not Sean Patrick Harris. Is that his name? The white boy from Stifler?
I just call him Stifler.
You just call him Stifler. Pause. That's
Hey,
it.
that man saved the whole town, bro. That was his hometown, my nigga. Like,
He had to come back.
why you hate on a movie that a nigga saved the whole fucking town? The nigga saved, like,
Just watch the original.
That was a Stifler era too.
Stifler was on this shit.
I think it was every movie that Ryan Gosling took over. and it was
Sean
like,
William
out of
Scott.
script.
Is that his name? I don't remember. I forgot.
I forgot.
Yeah,
It's
Ryan
Sean
Gosling was like, "Nigga, I'm here. Move over."
Shit,
Oh, he took
Zac
his spot
Efron
forever.
out here. Nigga took his shit too. Took all that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Then he got a new jaw.
BBL Drizzy.
Let's see. Oh yeah, all right, boom. So Taker teases a choke slam on the Rock. Then let's go to stop Angle from hitting him with a chair. You know what I mean? Chair became a factor in this match. Angle gets back bounced between Rock and Taker. You know, then Rock or Taker blocks the Rock bottom. The ref, Earl Hebner, once again an idiot, not paying attention. He's preoccupied with Angle. He doesn't see Rock hit Taker with a low blow. Already, you know what I mean? Like, you cheat.
It's no DQ though, so it don't really matter.
It don't matter, but at the same time, like, once again, The Rock proving that he is the weak link in this entire match. You know what I mean? Like,
that is very
can't
fair.
get shit
Very,
done.
very accurate.
Yeah, can't get shit done because once again, Rock realizing like, I got this ring rust. You got this hungry guy in Angle,
Wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
and then you got this this racist. You know what I mean? But the
Which
fire.
goes back to like, yo, what the fuck was The Rock doing here? Like, he had no business being here other than like, yo, Austin's gone. Triple H is like, you know what I mean? He right there, but like, we can't put everything on Triple H.
He was out here being a hater. I don't know why he wanted to hate on The Undertaker so much, but he was being a hater.
Which is crazy because we never really got a Rock Undertaker until this point.
Mm.
They wrestled a couple times in '99.
But like,
you talking about corporate ministry?
Yeah, corporate ministry.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They were never
Apex
good.
Rock. It wasn't Apex Rock, and it wasn't like this version of the Undertaker where he's really leveled up into his own bag. Like, this was like okay, I see why y'all wanted to merge the two, but I'm just like, y'all didn't have to do this right now.
Truthfully, the best version of The Rock and the best version of Taker would have been, I feel, '98 Rock against I'm gonna say 06 Taker. Like, you literally could have put 98. You could have put 98 Rock in place of Mr. Kennedy in 06.
That's funny because I would have said 03 Rock with Goldberg versus 07 Undertaker.
That could have worked.
That
Shit,
could
for real.
work.
98 Rock and 03 Rock are pretty much the same
Pretty
person.
much the same guy, but just
If you really think about it, The
he's got
Rock's never
credibility.
evolved
He's
as a
got rings
wrestler.
under his belt, so like he can actually be like, nah, I can walk the talk and walk the walk. I'm not just like popping shit because I believe it's like, nah, nigga, y'all see my movies? I'm box office. I'm him.
Facts. Yeah.
Gotta
And
use
this
a
dead
card.
motherfucker, eat a dick.
Hey, but then it go. I mean, The Rock and Undertaker didn't cross paths in Mind Games. Nah, they didn't.
Nah.
I don't think they did. I don't think they did.
Let's see. Boom. Oh shit! I lost it.
My bad.
No. This is the phone glitching out.
Oh, you lost the notes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm already pretty much to the point where Undertaker is about to hit the last ride, and Kurt Angle just reverses it to, you know, a
The
choke
triangle.
into the Hell's Gate.
Yo.
But it turns into the Hell's Gate though.
That spot was golden because like
That was fire.
it was I wasn't a big MMA fan at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought UFC was just some shit I had to get from Blockbuster. So no, real shit. I was like, oh shit, these niggas having real cage matches, and I can like. So my dad used to give me a little Saturday allowance and go to Blockbuster. I get my wrestling tape, and then I'll get some other bullshit. And then sometimes, if I can find a little movie, I get the UFC shit. I'm like, oh shit, like these niggas banning. Yeah, they fighting, like they having steel cage matches the entire night. Like, what the fuck is going on?
They went in.
I do remember at this time, like I remember reading on the forums that there was an active pursuit in WWE to get Bob Sapp in WWE.
That'd have been crazy. That nigga just got his ass whooped too.
It was an idiot.
All the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
I'm talking about like recently, like a couple weeks ago. He's just got somebody just beat.
Oh, he's still fighting?
Yeah. He just got.
Just does it for the check.
Well, he do it in like Japan and shit because he figured nobody watching it. I see it, nigga. You ain't gonna fool me. You and Deontay Wilder both. We see that shit.
Oh yeah,
Two Barrett, dog. We see you.
They pretty much wanted the same for real.
No, I mean, well, I guess
one used to be great.
Yeah, Wilder was that.
Bob Sapp first and only Black IWGP champion.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
got to put some respect on his name for that.
Kurt was choking the shit out of Undertaker for most of this match. He really was putting my mans in the locks. And Rock was just like, all right, the only way I can stop this is by interrupting the submissions and trying to keep my hopes alive. But Kurt was trying to submit the fuck out of the Undertaker.
Taker tried to do the Rampage Slam. It
didn't work.
No.
Weak.
Yeah, that shit was ass.
But yeah, he starts hitting the triangle. Taker, one of my favorite spots that I wish they would bring back. The ref caught, dropping the arm, 1, 2, and then Rock comes, interrupts it. Rock blocks Angle blocks a Rock bottom, applies another ankle lock. Rock counters that with a roll up, 1, 2. Honestly, that could have been like if that was the ending of the match, it would have worked. Yeah, it would have worked
right into the chokeslam.
Yeah.
Undertaker was handing out chokeslam left and right though. He was just the chokeslam was just getting tossed around in this match.
It's effective. It's effective.
Hey, question before.
Yeah.
Because I know all of us used to like when they be like, don't try this at home, but when we said fuck that, we trying this at home. What was your go-to move that y'all used to do to your friends?
I broke somebody, me and another kid broke somebody's arm doing a 3D.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, I did the same thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think it was on another level, nigga.
And that white boy was a real one because when his parents asked him what happened, he was like he was playing football.
Quick story. Okay. Me and my older brother was in a legitimate shoot fight outside, and our neighbor, who was like 4 years older than us, was like, he said, y'all stop. But if y'all do a wrestling, because he had his other little partner with him who was the same age as him. He was trying to show, he like, hey, if one of y'all little niggas hit a wrestling move, I'm going to give y'all $2. Now, I lost that fight. I lost the fight. It was my big brother, but I hit the Sweet Chin music. So my daddy was like, how you get $2?
Building up the band.
He looked at my tape collection. I tried to hide the $2, and he was like, D, how you get $2?
All right, so the homie that put me on the wrestling would put me in the Walls of Jericho pause, and I was just like, yo, what is this move? Like, I'm baffled. Like, then I watched Chris Jericho in 2000. I was like, aha, I get it now. So I started hitting the pedigree on niggas, but I was just like, this move ain't really doing shit. Like, I ain't really doing nothing with this pedigree other than just like a face plant. So the pedigree was always my like go-to because it was just like and it just dropped you on your face. So like the pedigree was it, but I was just like, this move ain't really that exciting, yo. This ain't the most exciting fucking finisher. So it had to be the pedigree. The pedigree was my go-to move.
Mine was the power bomb. I am the older
I wasn't
sibling.
getting nobody up for a power bomb. Yeah.
Oh, hey man, I'm trying to tell you that sadly my sister has got hella power bombs, and I'll just see her and just run up on it and be like, hey, pow!
Yeah, power bomb is crazy. Trying to power bomb a fucking teenager is insane. Like that's like, nah, I'm about to hurt you, my nigga. Like you getting hurt today.
I do
I
remember
wasn't doing like concrete or nothing. She got hit on the bed. She be like,
man was out here being Jeff Jarrett, 99. That's crazy.
That nigga with the stroke pause. That's crazy.
I remember I tried to do like the Rock style punches on my brother, and my brother was a Golden Gloves champion at one point. And I remember my brother, he was like, "You gonna stop doing this stupid shit to me?" And he punched me in my chest, and I never tried to do the Rock's punches again. Yeah, it was at that point.
Bitch slapping. That's what he was doing essentially with the Rock punches. He was just bitch slapping. He wasn't really punching. He was
slapping. Doing this shit to me no more.
You know, if you actually go back and watch The Rock do his punches, especially that sequence, 9 out of 10 times the punch connects once.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rest of them, he's just slapping your chest like.
Hey, dog. Every time I created a wrestler in a game for a very long time, the Rock punches is what I used.
Always the go-to. Always the go-to.
Shit, that was all. Those were the easiest punches to
get off.
To stop Is we playing No Mercy? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're at the tail end of the match. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Rock ducks the clothesline, sends Angle into a chokeslam from Taker. Rock follows up with a rock bottom on Taker, but he only gets the 2. Angle tries the schoolboy roll up, gets the 2 count as well. Taker boots Rock. Angle hits Taker with an Angle slam. Once again, beautifully done.
So much Angle slams in this match, yo. The Angle
slam was just a lot of. It was a lot.
He was about to kill the Rock. He was about to kill the Rock
when
he Angle slammed him.
That shit was cafeteria milk. He was giving out Angle slams this whole match, yo. Shit was crazy.
Yeah, but then, like I said, Angle being perked up, got too fired up. He goes for the Rock. Rock hits him with the rock bottom. 1, 2, 3. Rock is now the new undisputed champion. 19 minutes, 47 seconds.
But wait, Undertaker with the try to attempt clothesline, throwing himself over to no avail. Like that to me,
he didn't make
that stood out in that ending of that match, because I was like, I don't ever see that type of ending ever happen in a match where it's like, this match is over, but you're gonna throw a valiant effort to, like, you know, stop it. Like nobody ever does that in any match that you ever see nowadays. So I thought that was really
the near fall with when Rock hit the rock bottom on Taker, and it was like 1, 2, and then Taker just grabs Earl Hebner's hand for like a second. It's like, nah, buddy, you ain't hitting this. I'm not losing his belt like this.
That's how you should be. Like, you know what I mean? Like
the crowd went ape shit for this one.
Yes.
The one thing I was paying attention to, like, it was like, I'm looking at the crowd. I'm like, this crowd in this particular show is a typical Monday Night Raw crowd. Like, they don't, you know what I mean? Like, it very much felt like I was watching that episode of Raw, because that's the level.
Look at that card, nigga. That shit look like a Raw. Nigga, I paid for that card, nigga. That card, looking back on it now, I'm like, I really paid for this shit. This is insane.
You paid top dollar.
Prime pay-per-view money for that one on the cable box with the red dot. I paid for that shit, nigga. I was like, yo, Ma, you can order this shit? Like, nigga, I actually have to go to the channel for that shit. Like, that card, looking back in 2024, I was like, we have come such a long way in wrestling. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, they call that 1-800 number. Press 1 if you want Mike Tyson.
Yo,
press 2 if you want Vengeance.
I got a challenge for y'all when it comes to, like, this era, and particularly like the triple threat. Now that you've watched this match, go and watch AJ Styles, Jerry Lynn, and Low Key that took place, I think, 2 months after this match. And just the comparison of the way TNA did a triple threat at that time in WWE.
I haven't seen that match forever, so I have to, like,
I haven't seen that forever. I ain't gonna hold you. The last TNA triple threat I watched was I rewatched was Joe, Daniels, and AJ. Like that's one of my favorite triple. Like, and I ordered that pay-per-view, but for the sake of not being a hype beast, I was like, let me not run that for my watch list. But that is one of my favorite triple threat matches of all time. Like,
was it A that almost picked that match? I can't remember who almost picked that.
No,
match.
it was Julio.
Yes, y'all did that episode already. So I was like, you know what? But like honestly, that was one of my favorite triple threat matches like of all fucking time. But this one right here for WWE purposes, chef's kiss. Like,
so real quick before we get to the ratings, Nolo, can you do me a solid, my good brother?
What's that?
Can you please explain to people what your criteria for the Nolo Green Leaf system is?
Oh, okay. So I have this like extravagant system of how I look at a match, and then I just go with whatever the fuck I feel like it is at the time.
Exactly. Somebody DM'd me and was like, the Leaf system does not make any sense. And I was like, what is your criteria?
I have a question. Can I have a question? Ask a question. Do we like this person?
No. It's from the cult. It's from the cult. The cult folks hit me up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's vibes, baby. It's how I feel.
So vibes, it's just vibes, you know.
That's all it is. Personally, I give this match a 4 1/4 star or a quarter leaf. I apologize. Especially when you watch it from 2002 eyes. You know what I mean? Honestly, this particular match could have taken place in this era today. You know what I mean? Like it was just very much like a heavyweight style brawl.
Yeah.
Good intensity. You know what I mean? The Rock was useless, but great intensity. Great intensity from April.
But in hindsight, he really was mad useless in this whole feud could have done without The Rock, but for the sake of The Rock being back, it was like, here you go.
I mean, to keep it real, the original match was Rock and Taker.
And that's we wouldn't be talking about this match. We wouldn't be talking.
Probably would. The whole reason that they just added Angle because of the finish of their match on SmackDown. That is
which was that the tap pinfall.
So the draw.
DMac, what's your rating for this match?
It's a 4, straight 4.
4.
The build up wasn't like like Chaz said, it wasn't as appealing as you would want for this caliber of a match. But also, we didn't know what type of Kurt Angle this was. So retrospect, we were like maybe there's a little bit of retrospect into it too, because now what Kurt Angle is compared to what he was then. I don't think we actually seen him to be that Hall of Famer as that. Like you said, this is like his second. This is like his third or fourth year in the league, if you will. You get what
this
I'm
is
saying?
like people just tapping into Will Ospreay. Like if you didn't see his New Japan run and you seen his only AEW shit, you're like, this guy's really fucking good. Like really, really good. So like at that time, you seeing Kurt move like this, it's like, yo, this nigga is a beast. Like, damn, he's smoking shit. He's only been in the WWE for 2 years at this point? Two exact years at this point?
2 exact years.
Like,
I was a Kurt Angle fan though, because that motherfucker gave me an A in 4th grade because I said all you need is the 3 I's: intensity, integrity, and intelligence. Yo, that lady thought I was the smartest motherfucker ever. Dog.
Little did she know.
I straight stole the fuck out that shit from this motherfucker.
Right.
But
if you think about it, man, that's a great affirmation.
You know how many
real shit.
Hey man, you know how many journal entries that all I did was talk about wrestling or basketball in school. They were like, write a page about something. And I was like, oh, this is bet. Let's talk about wrestling. Easy.
Should get 3 out of me.
And my bad to cut you off, but like let's give like JR his props as far as like all them fucking big words that he said in our young adolescence. like I use a lot of them shits in my essays in the 4th fucking grade, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. And I was in Louisiana, so if I would just say beautiful, that would have been the most smartest shit ever.
Boy, in the bayou.
The summer of 2000. The summer of 2002. Where was I? What was that grade I was in? What's that?
I was in the 7th. I was in the 7th grade, man. But I'm just talking about.
I was going to 9th grade.
Damn, y'all niggas, y'all fucking relics.
Stop it.
Fossils, goddamn.
Now I got choke slam me the next time I see your ass. That's crazy.
Nolo being the seasoned veteran of the group.
It's all good. I was happy. You know how happy I was when I found out Chaz was born the same year as me. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Nolo, your Leaf rating.
I'm gonna give this a nice strong 4 personally. The build of it had like who cared about the build, but one of my favorite things about the match was literally of how you do. I think this is like a perfect way how to do a triple threat match, of how everything that they encountered with it. Like there's really no slow parts of this match. It has a build up. They start off doing the funny comedy shit. They go back and forth, taking each other out and having where there's 2 of them facing each other. And then even when all 3 of them have to interact, it comes together beautifully. And the finish of the match is great. Like they built to it every single time with every near fall. The taboo things of doing each other's finishers was top notch. But this had to knock it on the story. And like you said, Rock was there.
It's really that ending for me, man. That ending was A1. Like I said, Undertaker just throwing his arm over to kind of give you that, oh shit, is he gonna break it up? No, it's not. The match over.
Nah,
fuck out of here.
He was too late.
Too slow. That racism slowed him down.
Too slow.
Yeah.
Banger though. Banger of a banger. Because I picked it, I'm giving it 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. One of my favorite triple threat matches of all time. You are right, the last Boy Scout. It's crazy how this particular match is not getting acknowledged by WWE. And I think it's because, honestly, probably because of Kurt. I don't know. I think it's probably because of Kurt. I don't know. Because Kurt spent most of his time in TNA. So I feel like they just don't acknowledge a lot of Kurt Angle specialties and a lot of great Kurt Angle matches. But for the sake of Kurt Angle history, I think this was a great one. Rock history, this was a great one. An Undertaker in that 0-2 run, which is a banger. I'm glad I picked this match. I'm glad we could talk about this one because this match was chef kiss. Excellent triple threat match.
Bro, it's been some years since I watched this, and I was happy.
Real quick, since my man just the last Boy Scout just hit us up with a message, I just want to plug his new page, podcast, interviews, reaction videos. Go follow him on Twitter at TheChannel6, and then the letter I, and then X. You know what I mean? We'll put that link out there, but please go follow my brother. You know what I mean? Go support the brand that he's got going on. I think he just put a story out a couple of days ago about the Murray trade for the Hawks. You know what I mean? So,
Deontay Murray.
Yeah. So please go tap in with that.
Yes, I'll take it.
Hawks is fried, man.
New Orleans, let's go.
Hawks is fried. So the Hawks and the Pelicans. 2 teams that are.
Hey, you just mad because the Knicks center going to the fucking OKC. That nigga about to go crazy.
Fuck Hartenstein.
He about to go ham.
And it's all
that
right.
floater, that little floater he did in the middle of the paint. Don't worry about it. You can watch that shit on OKC Network. It's never gonna be on
the East. It's okay.
Channel no more.
It's okay. The Knicks are a top 2 team in the East. Meanwhile, the Pelicans and the Hawks are the bottom of the bottom in any division. It's okay.
I'm not an Atlanta fan at all. I just live here because my old lady. I'm from New Orleans and I love LeBron. And guess what?
LeBron ain't going to the Pelicans and the Pelicans.
LeBron ain't about to do nothing either.
But New Orleans is, so see, that's why you gotta pick 2 teams.
Who your center?
For New Orleans?
Mitchell Robinson.
It don't fucking matter. We about
yes, it does.
This is positionless basketball now, bro.
Nigga, who y'all coach, first of all?
Huh? Zion Williamson. Maybe the porno star he fucking that week. I don't fucking know.
Who
But
is
it
y'all
don't matter,
coach?
dog.
Y'all don't even got a coach yet.
We got DeJounte Murray. We got Brandon Ingram. We got
Brandon Ingram getting traded.
No, he's
They
not.
got Herb Jones.
You want to put?
Trey
Hey,
Murphy.
how much money you want to put on it?
McCullum. Don't forget about McCullum.
Don't ignore my question. How much money you want to put on it? He get traded.
Nigga, who's the coach? I'm still stuck on.
I'll put 20. I'll put 20.
All right, 20.
Yeah, $20.
Like,
I put 20 when the trade but look, before the season start or the trade deadline? Before the season start.
No, I was gonna say before the trade deadline.
That's
he's not making it. I'm just saying he's not making it. He's not staying with y'all. Y'all like you named him like he's some key piece. He's not gonna be there.
That's too far for now. Hold on. What Jadakiss did. Hey, we gotta put a parameter on this bet, bro. Is it before the trade deadline? I'm gonna say before the season start with all the free agency shit. That's a fair bet.
God bless.
I don't think he gonna be gone before the season start.
All right, then we're gonna take the bet back, man.
Indeed, that's cool.
God bless the Pelicans, King.
All right, shit, it's gonna be better than New York. I'll take that bet.
I doubt that. I doubt that. Shit, I'll take that bet.
Shit, at the end of the season,
that the Knicks are better than y'all.
We'll talk about it.
We're gonna speak about it.
You sound too confident, nigga.
The Knicks gonna be.
I gotta see what the Knicks pick up because they're gonna try to replace y'all center that y'all had. Cause that was the piece. That was the big piece y'all had. It was that center. Brunson was your New York's gonna be about 40, 35 from Brunson and consistent minutes from Hart. That center though. That center, that was my favorite player. He was my favorite player on y'all team. Now he gone. What the fuck y'all gonna do now? That shit crazy. That's other talks though. I ain't gonna because you got the I'm pissed off face. I used to fuck with you, Mac, but now you talking about my Knicks. So I ain't gonna fuck up our relationship because you a cool nigga. But come on now, the Knicks, they ass now. Right now, today,
this nigga's drunk.
At July 3rd, I'm not.
This nigga
I'm not drunk. Bro, y'all lost y'all. That's one of y'all biggest pieces. Who else y'all? Fucking Randall.
Randall will be at the 5. We'll be just fine. It'll be okay.
But how reliable is he? He was
just fine. He took one injury in like how many seasons in the whole season he's with the Knicks. It's fine.
But he hasn't even played in the most pivotal moments of last year, bro.
That's why we got
reliable as Lou is to Will Smith.
That's why we got OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson. We'll be just fine. The Knicks are going to be outstanding. Just watch. We'll have this conversation 6 months from now, and you'll see, like, wow, the Pelicans are trash, and the Knicks are the number 1 seed. That's great.
I guarantee they're going to be below the 6th seed. I guarantee the New Orleans going to be below 6th seed.
I guarantee you that the Pelicans will be fighting for a play-in. I guarantee you.
We'll take that $10 bet, and I ain't taking that $10.
I guarantee you the Pelicans won't even make the in-season tournament. They will be scrapping for survival because they don't have a coach. Willie Green ain't there, so who they gonna hire? Monty Williams again? Monty Williams goes back to New Orleans, and he's gonna do what he did for the Pelicans. We do for the Pistons, for the Pelicans. He's gonna switch the P's. He's keeping the P, but just not for the
Monty Williams had some prominent years in New Orleans, though.
Yeah, but you see what he did for last year for the Pistons, right? He's gonna keep it P, just not for the Pistons, but for the Pelicans.
It's just that area, bro. Detroit need to get rid of everything they own, bro. It's just that little area fucked up. Ever since Ford left and all that shit. No disrespect to anybody from Detroit, but be honest, bro. That shit.
The Lions are good,
huh?
The Lions are good,
and I mean, they're okay.
They made it to the
shout out to the Lions, though. Shout out to the Lions, man. Shout out to my Detroit homies, man. My man Amar, Amon-Ra St. Brown, you know what I'm saying? Sam Laporta, you know what I mean? Shout out to the Detroit Lions, man. I'm a Lions guy, so, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is, fella.
That's flash bang.
It is what it is. Lions got it this next coming season.
We'll see. This is how we're going to see how my New Orleans is going to be better than New York.
Nigga, them Pelicans gonna be fucking swimming too. Don't worry.
Nah, nigga, this ain't the thing.
Them Pelicans gonna be fucking doing what they do every year.
Hell nah, we gonna be good. We gonna be straight.
Eliminated in the play-in.
Hey.
God damn, I feel like I'm getting jumped.
10th seed. 10th seed is crazy.
I'm gonna stop y'all because I want to go home. And
Oh, no,
I've been at work all day.
Understandable, brother.
Yeah. Chad, before we sign up out of here, man. Why did you pick this match? What is the significance this match has to you?
I ordered it. I watched it live. I remember it vividly. I was there for that era. And I wanted to make sure I picked a match that stood out compared to a lot of y'all previous watch list guests that weren't of the normal. I wanted to make sure I picked the era that hasn't been spoken about too much, that kind of goes under the radar, which is this era, this 02 era. This triple threat match is one of the best triple threat matches I've ever seen in my life. And not just because I watched it and I ordered it, but because I fuck with all three of those wrestlers that are a part of this match. Belt is hideous. But you know what, though? It led to a lot.
That belt was trash.
That belt was fucking horrible looking. Like, in between that and the spinner belt, that was some of the worst designs I've ever seen.
That shit look like the tag team belt. It's just like one of them.
Yes. The blue tag team belt, the SmackDown 6 tag title, looked way better than that belt overall.
Damn.
What, the undisputed belt?
No.
Yeah, the undisputed belt.
Yes. The SmackDown 6 belt looked better than the WWE Undisputed title. Same year, same brand, different design. Like the blue tag title looked way cleaner and nicer.
Oh, no, yeah. That belt
like the belt that Eddie and Chavo was holding looked way nicer than that undisputed belt. I ain't gonna hold you.
SmackDown had the better title designs.
They did. OD.
Yeah.
OD.
But yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. This has been a phenomenal watch list, you know what I mean? Especially one of the most useless performances ever done in this great industry. Wow.
Courtesy of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I was before we do the final outs. The Rock is on the documentary, like treating himself like it was everybody else's fault. That shit, like it fell through. So I might lock into the documentary.
Hey, dog, when does he take blame for anything?
He don't, man. He doing the WrestleMania main event like Black Adam. That's what's great about it.
I gotta watch it.
It came out today.
Yeah, it just got.
I'm about to go watch that bit.
I gotta watch that. I just watched Cody on the Pivot podcast, so I gotta watch this documentary now because he talked about it. He was like, "Yo, the internet's gonna be in a frenzy for like 2 days off this documentary." So I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna have to watch this documentary now."
Oh, Cody was on the Pivot.
Yes, he plugged the documentary. He said the internet. He said the IWC is gonna be in shambles for 2 days off this documentary, and I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna have to watch it."
Put it like this. I have not seen one person tweet about Dynamite, but I've seen mad people tweet about the documentary. So we already on. Chad Law.
Not the show at the Forbidden Door. Damn.
Yeah.
You gotta tap in. I gotta watch this shit. It's that time of the night, so I gotta actually see what this show is about. Trust me, I'm about to watch. I'm about to see what this shit here for. I'm just here for Ospreay and Garcia. So it's all right.
But they've already done Danielson and Pac. That's still happening right now. Yeah. But Chad, man, you know that you are welcome on this pod anytime. You know, the Ringside
Much
Club,
love.
our brethren. But tell people where they can find you, where they can find the pod at. You know what I mean? I know every Thursday night y'all be locked in, but please, the floor is yours. Tell people where they can find you.
CHADLAW, Young Gadava himself. You know what I mean? I can catch me on all social media, Chad Law, the Ringside Club. Every Thursday night, 9:05 live. I got my team, A.O. Baker, Blaine Boogie. You know what I'm saying? We hold it down on the Ringside Club tip. Black Guy Wrestling Podcast, one of the best out. You know what I'm saying? Always the homies. They always support, and we always reciprocate that love. You know what I mean? Black podcast, black wrestling content community. We always holding it down, supporting each other. So I'm really glad that we got to do this episode tonight, fellas. This was a great episode, great watch list. I'm glad I got to really chop it up with y'all about this match because I was really stewing and watching this match for a little minute now. So I was like, I came to get my shit off, and I always watch every Sunday. I'm tapped in on the YouTube or the Instagram, so I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to all the content creators out here, everybody that's tuned in and watching us and supporting all of us in general. We flooding consistency. That's the best thing I can tell everybody. Just stay consistent, stay dedicated. You know, we flood every week with content, with episodes between all of our shows, and that's the best way to go about it. You know, niggas be hitting us like, yo, how do y'all stay consistent? How do y'all do it? It's just, nigga, just keep doing this shit every week, man. It's going to build the traction that you need, man. You fall off for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, they aren't going to remember you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be talking about you. If we wasn't doing this show consistently, I wouldn't be here right now. You know what I'm saying? So consistency and dedication.
He said, trust me, we know.
If the RSC didn't have 90-something episodes and we was doing shows once every 4 months, nigga, I wouldn't be here right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's consistency, y'all. So if y'all watching and y'all tuned in, just stay consistent and stay dedicated. You know what I'm saying? This wrestling podcast content journey is this. It's very tough, but you know what? It's very rewarding when you actually get to, you know what I mean, the goals that you set out to achieve. So salute to y'all fellas. Much love to y'all, man. Always the brethren, always holding it down. And
y'all, man.
Until next episode, we here.
Oh yeah, you already know. You definitely coming back on the pod, man. And salute to the Ringside Club. Y'all creeping up on that 100. Can't wait.
It's
gonna be almost there.
We almost there. August 15th, I believe. We got it.
I'm gonna get on y'all shit, man.
Good.
I'm gonna get on y'all shit.
Yeah, DMac, you gotta come through. Don't worry. We gonna have to bring y'all all back. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing a lot of collaborations with a lot of the homies, so we've been trying to make sure everybody gets some collaboration time. So this was good. You know what I'm saying? Very good.
The one thing about Ringside and BGW, when we together, we don't miss.
Nah, not at all, man. You know what
we
I'm saying?
do not miss.
Especially in person.
In person, it's even. Yeah.
Gang.
Oh, and I've been to Vegas, so shit, we all got to go to Vegas now. Shit, I'm in there now. Like I know where the spot's at. So shit,
Mania time.
I was gonna say, got big plans in Vegas.
It's Mania time.
Yes, you do.
I got big plans. Of course, you can find me, PoeticScotland, on X, Scotland_Underwood on Instagram. Please go by. Your love is necessary on Amazon. Link in the bios. Please tap in. You know what I mean? Go support. Beautiful vibes.
Yes, get that.
Yes, sir. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Raleoftheleaf. Follow the 2 pod pages on the same platforms at bgwpod.
Shit, man, follow the leader, because I'm a leader that can do the I'm a cop. No, I'm playing. You can follow me on DMacTardy, man, on Instagram, Twitter. I'm about to start TikToking a little bit more. I see that's where everybody going to right now.
It is.
And just follow where the good vibes at. You might run into me, man. Straight up.
And then please go follow Chaz OB at his platforms. You know what I mean? I don't have them up in front of me, but you know what I mean? Go follow him on Instagram. Go follow him on X. Go follow him all the platforms. Of course, please go tap in with our brothers at the Ringside Club. Like I said, go follow them. You'll always see us retweet when they drop a new episode or they got something going on. You know what I mean? It's forever love. As of right now, got to confirm who the next watch list is. Haven't heard anything. So if Pans pivot, DMac, you're up. The watch list will be your pick next week. So
okay.
Yeah. So like I said, if I don't hear nothing back, it'll be your pick. And then of course, we'll be back this Sunday. Still trying to figure out a time, but 168.
Yes,
168. Money in the Bank coverage, double or nothing. Of course, what's going on. But until next time, do we have anything else, fellas?
Sean Ross Sapp said Zero News is trash and a fraud, which I think is a little bit debatable. I don't know. I think Zero News kind of be hitting with some of their shit sometimes, but
that shit is terrible.
Damn.
I don't know, man. Zero News, like they don't blast out the spoilers. They give you hints, subtle hints. That's all I fuck with. And they kind of don't miss with a lot of their shit from what I see. I think
I got them blocked on both pages, so I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But
I don't know who the fuck they are.
That's the beef. And Big Black and Jacked, courtesy of AEW Dynamite, is the shirt that's going straight. Wild pause.
They got blood. They got blood and guts happening in like 3 weeks.
Oh shit! No one cares about that.
I'm just telling you what it is.
I really don't care about this.
Look, I'll express my dislike when on Sunday. So until next time, we are out.
Peace out to my world.